Hello everyone, welcome to week 10 of the program. Can you guys believe it that we're almost at the end of the program? 3 more weeks to go. And we are sure that you're doing amazing in terms of overall well-being, health and agility. And as we had stated earlier, these are the positive side effects of the program. How amazing is it that you have these cool side effects from the program? And so now coming to the dietary advice for this week.
This week we dive deeper into fasting. Let's talk about why intermittent fasting. And this week we are going to be focusing on how intermittent fasting helps lower inflammation in your body. So constant eating is seen to increase the number of monocytes in our body, leading to a pro-inflammatory state. We see this increase in number of monocytes in people with an infection. So caloric excess frequent in the Western world has been linked to systemic low-grade chronic inflammation. Inflammation is one way the body fights infection, but if there is too much inflammation, it can lead to various diseases like diabetes, multiple sclerosis, inflammatory bowel diseases, etc. Studies indicate that fasting causes a decrease in the number of monocytes. Clinical studies performed in overweight or obese individuals undergoing caloric restriction showed a reduction of pro-inflammatory cytokines in the blood. Monocytes are white blood cells which are known to increase when we have infection. They are pro-inflammatory cells. In a study done, people were not allowed to eat between 8 p.m. of day 1 to 3 p.m. of day 2. At 3 p.m. on day 2, blood was drawn and they saw a major drop in the number of monocytes. So fasting thus is shown to help improve the chronic inflammatory states. Let's also focus on physical activity. So this week we'll be rotating between resistance training, yoga, nitro dump and anti-gravity exercises. Please look at the schedule and try to follow it as much as possible. You must have noticed that we introduced resistance training and muscle building exercises from 7th week onwards. We wanted you to first get used to the dietary interventions before we shift gear to physical activity. This time, the focus is on muscle building. Muscle size increases when you challenge the muscle. This can be done with weights or resistance bands or body weight. So muscle grows when the fibers of the muscle sustain micro injuries or damage. Every time you lift those weights in the gym, you're damaging the muscle a little bit, but you need to cause a micro injury to the muscle for it to grow. The body repairs the damaged muscle fibers by fusing them and thereby increasing the muscle mass. Certain hormones like testosterone, growth hormone, play a role in muscle growth. They are called anabolic hormones and they stimulate the muscle growth by using the proteins in the body and in the diet. Strength training exercises increases the production of these hormones. It takes several weeks or months of consistent activity and exercise before muscle changes become visible. Examples of strength training activities include lifting free weights, using stationary weight machines, resistance band activities, body weight exercises such as push-ups and squats, strength training classes that incorporate some or all of the above activities. So please focus on doing resistance training in conjunction with walking or cardiovascular exercises. Sleep. We modulate our sleep and waking up cycles all the time. For instance, when you're sick, one of the things that we do is we sleep a lot more than usual. Sickness is pushing our sleep drive. You increase the amount that you sleep, you might end up sleeping even during daytime. And on the other hand, we can stay awake for a long time if we are having fun or we have some friends over or we are watching a movie. So usually the circadian rhythm is fed by light and dark. So when the sun is out, information comes in from the eye and it reaches your hypothalamus, an area in our brain. That is going to tell us that it is daytime. This also tells us it is also okay for us to get out and get some food and be awake. Opposite happens in the night. But now with artificial lights and with night shifts, the circadian rhythm is all messed up, which leads to excessive eating at a time when we should be sleeping. This can lead to various lifestyle diseases. So make sure you stick to your sleep schedule. And as Benjamin Franklin said, early to bed and early to rise. And so you have a wonderful week, and we will see you next week.